If you clicked on this video, then you want to know how to pull an all-nighter. Let's get right to it. Pulling an all-nighter means engaging in an activity during the night, most often for school or work to finish a project. If you don't want to end like the guy in the picture, you might want to consider something first. Avoid an all-nighter if possible. Missing a night's rest may slow down cognitive performance, such as alertness, response time, working memory, decision-making, problem-solving, learning, attention span, and concentration. It often leads to increased stress and anxiety levels and may exacerbate existing sleeping disorders. The symptoms also include the feeling of being overwhelmed, angry, lonely, aggressive, unpredictable, and in generally bad mood. It also lowers sex drive. So what you should do? You should try to get some sleep beforehand or take a short nap. Prophylactic naps are naps which are 15 to 30 minutes in length that are taken prior to a period of sleep deprivation and sustained wakefulness. Taking a caffeine nap means that before you take a quick nap, you drink a cup of coffee. Coffee takes about 15 minutes to start working and you'll get some rest by then. Be careful and don't go overboard. Caffeine works best if you are not already abusing it. If you drink a lot of energy drinks and coffee, don't expect miracles at night. If you're a regular drinker, you might want to lay off it a day before the all-nighter. No matter which drink you choose, employ it conservatively. It is better to take smaller doses more frequently instead of one big dose less often because it can lead to crashes throughout the night. Don't look at the time or your phone unless you have a timer, and even then it's better if you don't see it. Have a plan. Avoid taking photos or sharing your progress. Motivating yourself by sharing pictures of your workload is fine, but at the same time you are procrastinating and looking at your phone instead of focusing on the task at hand. If you are constantly looking at the time, all-nighter will be a dreadful experience. Have a goal and a plan of action. You don't want to procrastinate. If you have to pull an all-nighter, you want to be as efficient as possible. Don't waste sleep. You should eat light and focus on protein and fats to avoid the sugar crash after eating something carb-heavy. Something like nuts, for example, or light crackers. Like with coffee, small frequent snacks are better than one big heavy meal. You should also avoid rice and bread. To get your blood flowing and your heart beating a little faster, take a short walk, have a quick workout or a shower, or even work while standing. As with all things mentioned until now, don't go overboard so you won't feel too tired and unable to work. Little exercise and a splash of cold water helps to keep your mind sharp during the night. If you are not the type of person who falls in the zone and forgets to eat and sleep, you will want to take regular but consistent breaks to give your brain some downtime. Keep your breaks short. Pomodoro technique works for a lot of people. For example, if you work for 25 minutes, then you should take a break that is about 5 minutes long. Or if you work for 45 minutes, then you should maybe take a 15-minute break. Experiment to find out which works the best for you. Depending on the type of person you are, you might want to make yourself a little uncomfortable. Keep the room temperature cool and your working area well lit. But of course, after you pull an all-nighter, you want to function normally the next day. Don't drive. Driving sleep-deprived is just as bad as driving drunk. Stay under the lights or work in the brightest conditions possible to avoid drowsiness. Take strategic naps throughout the day, but limit them to 20 minutes per nap. Consider making them caffeine naps. You should be drinking lots of fluids and eat light meals, again, to avoid the sugar crashes. Your body will tell you when it's tired. Go to bed when you feel tired, but stay up until at least 9 p.m. so you don't wake up in the middle of the night. And then allow yourself to wake up naturally. Don't set your alarm clock the next day if you have that luxury. If you don't, it is recommended you sleep an extra 1 to 2 hours each night to fully recover. The most important thing is to return to a regular sleep schedule as soon as possible. One all-nighter won't kill you, but chronic sleep deprivation can lead to serious health problems, and contrary to popular belief, the body doesn't adjust to sleep deprivation. You got this.